Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video. Clearing more Uncleared 2019 levels. I have 5 here for you. Actually recorded a couple more, including an extremely hard Kaizo level that I thankfully beat. I also skipped one during this round. There was a very, very long 3D world. Don't leave the ground, although it was more of a stay in the air type level. Very obnoxious though, very extremely long. I had 600 tries already before I started it. I got fed up with that one pretty quick because it was just way too much. This first level, called Mabby, I don't know why he misspells it. He clearly didn't just misspell it in the title, because he's got pixel art that says Mabby too. Yeah, also I checked out his courses. He had one called Yes and one called No, and this was called Maybe. This level is crap. You can already, if you've been watching, you already saw the main problem with it. It's just super blind. That little troll was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, it's just a fairly basic platformer, but it's like jump and pray. You jump and you're hoping you're doing the right thing, and you hope you have the right momentum. And this annoying muncher jump that he has multiple times in this level. Actually not too bad. I never once died in this section, which is weird because I usually will die constantly when there are munchers around. You have to get up on top to get to the you might not. You might be able to Z jump from the bottom, but it's easier from the top. So we'll go up there and do it. Yeah, this is a fairly not. You'll see one of the most egregious offenses right here. I don't know if he even wants you to grab onto this vine, but I do, and I'm like, okay, I'll let. Nope. By the way, if there's only a 2-gap space, even if I'm small, you hold right, you will not be able to get in that. If it's 3 gaps, you can get in there. But so we'll see some masterful pause buffering here, because you did say there were 2 small platforms in the lava. So you can either land on one of those or hit the, get holage. Yeah, that's just poor design. And I like, it's so poor. I'm right here. I'm really assuming there's going to be Kaizo blocks. Because it just seems like one of those types of levels. You see there's a troll that at least he had the courtesy of showing me that I could see that. There's a thwomp that was going to hit the on-off switches off. I would have expected it anyway, honestly. So that was really the only actual troll, but it's just a little garbage level. Only took me like maybe 9 or 10 lives, failing at the parts that were completely blind. I give him a seriously. It's like, I mean, it's, these are old levels, obviously. I didn't see when exactly this was, but it's like, think about it, man. I can't see what's going on. September of 2019, so a couple months after the game came out. Second level, Sonic 2 remake. I could not tell you if this is a good remake of Sonic 2. I'm not sure exactly which game he's talking about, but I was never a Genesis person. Always had Nintendo. I've barely touched any kind of Sonic game. So I don't know. I've seen some being played, but never really interested me, to tell you the truth. They look like very poor compared to Mario, in my opinion. But like I said, I've only seen them. I haven't played them. So yeah, I mean, it's not an ugly-looking level here. Looks pretty good here. This level more or less falls apart in the subworld. You notice that there's a clear condition kill for Boom Booms. Yeah, I don't know. Clear condition levels are fine with me. I actually make a lot of clear condition levels myself, but they gotta be a reasonable length, and this one isn't. And the boom boom fights themselves are not that interesting, and they involve clown cars, which you'll see, and here a claw. Here you have a damn chain chomp and a clown car, and the kill the chain chomp. The stump is still in it, so it still chases you around and bumps you around. We'll fight this boom boom down here. It's a vertical level, vertical subworld. There's a very lot above it. If you stand on top of the peg and jump up, it'll carry you up, so I don't have to wait for that claw. Go through the door. We're in a section above that. But you can actually get, if you go all the way to the right, you can actually go down to that first section. The door isn't really that valuable, necessary really. And all the other boom booms are in this area in fire clown cars. So you shoot a boom boom out. Boom booms actually are one of the only enemies that will fall out of the clown car if you hit him. If you damage him, he will fall out. They can jump back in if they can get up there. But here's the thing: I knocked all 3 boom booms out of these cars, and they kind of fall down and disappear. They're chasing me around from below, but then they end up falling off all the way down to the bottom. Sometimes they wander. If they wander off screen, they disappear. Now, if there's a clear condition that's like kill so many boom booms, and you kill them, and you reset the room by going through a door or a pipe, they don't come back. But if they disappear like they have here, like I only have 2 out of 4, the other 2 kind of disappeared on me. They despawned or something. We're actually just checking on what's up here. But if I go through a door, those ones that I didn't kill will reappear, which is what I'm going to eventually try. I'm just looking up here, see what's up here. I honestly don't know where to go after the boom booms. To enter the subworld, there was a key door right by the pipe. Those chain chomps on the right there are actually guarding a key. So after I kill the boom booms, I have to go back up there. So here I'm gonna go through this door and reset the room. Although I think at this point I forgot what this door was even about. So I'm on the bottom section again. I hadn't touched the snake block. I don't even know what the point of this is. It goes all the way around. Who knows? So now I'm kind of stuck. Oh, the claw snatched the chain jump out of the clown car. So I'm gonna jump in the clown car. Ooh. Oh, I survived. Yeah, see this, if you go up to the right here, this actually leads you to where the door is. So I'll jump back in the fire clown car and we're gonna go look for these other 2 boom booms. Oops, and I bumped my head. Yeah, there's also, this is a vertical subworld, and you know, there's all kinds of spikes and crap and burners, so it's really easy to bump your head. So here's what I'm gonna do is try to. And by the way, like if you see the timer, I only have like 25 seconds left at this point. But I get killed anyway because the boom boom jumps up and bounces my clown car right into the burners. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff right above here, and we'll rejoin the game or this level on the 4th boom boom because you don't want to watch me fight these things again. Yeah, there's a lot of crap in this level. I don't think it's a terrible level, but it's definitely not a good one. And like I said, it's way too much for a clear condition level, way too long. You're almost more worried about the timer than you are. This part is actually kind of difficult. I tried to get through here with a clown car at one point. I got crushed and got killed. So I kind of try to go above it. He gives me a lot of weapons to kill these chain chomps. Not very easy to kill him this way, but yeah, now I'm pretty safe, so I'm fleeing. And I'm taking a POW with me because that key door, I don't know what's after that key door, so I'm worried that there will be, you know, another boss fight or something. Maybe a Bowser. So I know that this right side leads me right back to the pipe, so I'm gonna take the safe way. There we get out of the clown car, go through the pipe. And then here's the key door. And that's it. Yeah, it wasn't a super hard level. Also, probably only took me like maybe 9 or 10 lives, but yeah, I don't know. More annoying than anything. Yeah, that subworld was a mess. The overworld actually looked pretty nice. Subworld was a mess though. Under the 3rd level, Star Spike Doomsday. This is kind of an irritating speed run. It's a star run. The whole thing is basically a star run. You got to keep getting stars and going through a spike maze. I don't know. It's just another one that's just a bit irritating. It wasn't terrible. I thought this one was going to be really, really hard, but it turned out not to be. I went the wrong way at first. I am missing a coin. It took me a couple of tries to get the path correct. There's a box right there with the rails that does have another star in it. I didn't realize that until pretty late. I never needed it really, but I accidentally hit it and killed myself at least once. Yeah, you gotta get that first coin in the first path, or else you get blocked off from it. Oh, didn't get back there very quickly. Also, the star makes you faster, so in some ways it's a bit difficult to get through this maze with the star. You have to be really careful especially since he has a lot of one gap areas that you have to get through. That makes it much more difficult. Now, I had trouble getting that coin, so I ran out of star power and got killed. Here is the first time I get to the subworld, but I actually missed a coin. I think I went through just to see what was in the next room. And then here is a... if I had all the coins from the first room, there were 4 more red coins to get. And it's weird. There's 4 paths here. And he has a room. Yeah, and I try to go back to get it, but he has it blocked off. So I know this life is done. We just try to scope out the area. No, I just start over. I think we see the whole run. No, we're gonna go back here once and see more of what's going on. But yeah, there are 4 paths with 4 coins, and you have to get a coin and then go back in the door and get another star. It's just kind of a little irritating. Not terrible, but yeah, this level is more annoying than anything. It's not terrible though. Once I kind of got it down. I don't like spike mazes though. Like spike tunnels, as I was talking about in the last video. We talked a lot about that. But you do have a star, so I guess that's not that unsafe. Also one gap hallways is never that fun. And with the star, that makes it more difficult. Yeah, here's the full run. See, I missed that. Actually, it's quite fair with the timer. I make a lot of mistakes, and I don't. You could probably do a lot better on the world record if you wanted it, but I just wanted to complete the level. Okay, into the subworld. Grab a star from the door. Kind of an interesting concept, but also pretty silly. We'll go down first. This is one of the harder paths in this room. Saw me fail at it once. Go right back, get another star. We'll go in the middle. We'll just keep it pretty even. That one's the easiest one. There's no challenge there. And we go up. There's actually this upward path has 2 branching paths. You see there's 2 stars there. You want to make sure you just get one and get 1 coin, and then you go the other way and get the other coin. Yeah, it's kind of weird that you have to keep going back in that room. I don't hate that though. It's not too bad. Go up. He at least gives you a little bit of time to get this one. We'll go upward. Only have 7 seconds left here. We're pretty close. We got all the keys. I'm gonna just assume that I don't need another star. That was basically I was like, we're running out of time. We gotta go. I could get another star, but it might waste my time. So we're just gonna go, and if I die, we'll do it over again. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like it very much. It wasn't terrible though. That's a pretty common theme for Mario Maker levels. I've seen some really good star runs, but that one's not one of them. Okay, 4th level, the mine run. This level, I don't know how hard. It had like well over 100 tries. You'll see 154 tries. But you saw me look in their little more info tab. The first thing I noticed is it looks very much like I could just go over the top. If I can find a shell, and the first thing I see is a buzzy beetle. So we're gonna scope that out. We're gonna miss that shell jump, and then we're gonna not be able to get the shell. I cannot time this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, bam, bam, come on. And I try to change my pace, and I get killed. Ludicrous. Sometimes you're just bad at the game. It's a lot of times with me. We're gonna try that again. I really want to scope out what's on top, because and he puts another shell up here, so it's like, you really want me to cheese your level. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, he puts a lot of spikes in the way, but he doesn't block it off. So I'm like, okay, that looks difficult anyway. Let's see what the rest of his level looks like. We have some red coins, and in Super Mario World, one of my least favorite enemies, dry bones. In Super Mario World, they throw bones, and they go through the bones go through walls, and they do disappear after a while, but there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you just have to avoid them. They're kind of like a much bigger piranha plant fire. And I jump up to get this coin. I didn't even know there was a skewer there. Well, we'll go back there. See, we got this coin. Yeah, I was coming from below. I didn't even notice. Yeah, these bones. Oh, they'll just go right up your butt. You really have to work hard to avoid them. A lot of little tight paths around here. A lot of danger. A lot of icicles. Thwomps everywhere. Yeah, see that bone is still flying away. Starting to disappear. They do disappear after a while, though. Yeah, a lot of tight corridors in here. Bullets here. There's a bullet flying over there. And got a third coin. We need 2 more. I really don't know. I also saw that the timer, his upload time was like 3 minutes long, which worries me. I don't know if there's a checkpoint in here. Could be one checkpoint in the subworld. We know in the overworld, and here's bomb excavation, which is wonderful, and I missed because they're tight little corridors. And after this life, I'm like, no. I think I could cheese this. And look, right there, if you get the perfect angle and you bounce it off those top spikes, you might be able to hit that shell. It's a very awkward shell jump. It's not like a normal shell jump. But I'm thinking I can do this. And I sat here and kind of tried it over and over again until I got it. Probably took me about probably about 10 minutes at this point of attempting that shell jump to get it. So I just skipped his whole level. His, I think it's like 2 minutes and 54 seconds. We'll actually look at it again. I beat his level in 13 seconds, and I really hope he sees it. Not that the level was that bad. I'm sure I could have got through these, but that many tries, it means people have really struggled with this level. I don't know, unless somebody was like me and just tried to cheese it for a half an hour. I mean, I probably did 50 shell jumps before I got it. Okay, we're gonna go one more level. This one, is kind of like, it's a puzzle level is what it's categorized as. Kind of a Metroidvania. And I will say, it's honestly not that bad a level. But he absolutely ruins it. He absolutely ruins it by having this horrendous boss fight. That it's just so bad. I mean, you'll see it in a few minutes here, but this room is right. There's no cheating. Like, there's no like hidden stars or anything. There almost should be, because when we get to the boss fight, it's just ludicrous. It's just insane what he wants me to do. So I kind of like scanned the Wizardless program, and I looked at it really carefully, and I thought, you know what? I might not have to do that at all. But you'll see he has like 6 pipes with 6 different items. And it took me a couple minutes to notice. I don't think I've even noticed it yet. I just know that I can get through this room with what he gives me. So that's why I went through it first. And it is the first room. The other rooms are kind of in a random order, but it's kind of cool. He has vines hanging down. You'll see right above these pipes. The length and number of the vines actually tells you where you should go next. See, there's your first glimpse of the boss fight. And that's only about half the bosses in that room. I'm just looking at everything right now. Here's it. I could get through those piranha plants with a damage boost, but I see the bosses behind them, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna get killed if I go there. And I might have noticed it by now, but maybe not. And I skipped the spiky helmet room. But yeah, I might have noticed that vine length here. And here I really want to do a sick P-switch jump, and I kind of try and I mess up, and I'm like, screw it, we're gonna go. And once the conveyors start back up, the conveyors stop when you hit the P-switch. But once they start back up, I'm like, I know I can't hit that P-switch jump like that, so we'll go back. Really hard to grab a P-switch, by the way, unless you die. It's really hard to grab one and live, I mean. So we'll go back here. We can get here with the mushroom. And you'll also see if I get through this, there is a checkpoint. So now I start with the fire flower. So go there. Slide under. Oh no, I mess up. What I need to do is slide under the spike. Rather than try the P-switch jumps again, I'm just gonna kill myself. Like I said, this isn't endless, so I don't care. It's probably quicker to kill myself. Okay, let's take 2 on that one. Do a nice slide, get under that spike. Yeah, I had not looked at the star one yet. I may have looked in the viewer on the Shelmet. If you go in the Shelmet room, in the spiky Shelmet room anyway, you need a key to get into the Buzzy Beetle Shelmet room. But if you go in the spiky Shelmet room, munchers drop on your head. What he wants you to do, he wants you to you have to go through this room, the boss room, to get a key, right? And then you go through the Buzzy Shelmet room, and you get a, look how annoying this room, oh my god. I boo it just for this room, by the way. Yeah, you get the key, then you go back, and then you can get the Buzzy Shelmet. And then the Buzzy Shelmet, when the munchers fall on it, will bounce off. Eventually, I figured out that if I hold right when I go into the spiky Shelmet room, I will take damage, but I can survive. If I keep running to the right, the munchers will actually push me out of the way. Yeah, here's an attempt at fighting this. This is actually the best attempt I had at fighting this boss. You never want to go to the right of Bowser. He will chase you. I think I had to, though, to get him out of the way. Yeah, look at the spam. Oh my god. If this was just a Bowser fight, or another boss fight, or Boom Boom or whatever, this would have been tolerable. But yeah, if you go up all these conveyors, there is a resupply. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring a P-switch so I can get up these conveyors easier. I don't actually know what's up there at this point, but it is a resupply of fire flower. So with the P-switch activated, I can run up this conveyor, and then I can fight these guys. But it's like, man, I think there's 3 Boom Booms and 3 Bowsers. Why? Why would you do that? He ruins his level. I mean, this is a really good level, honestly. So after a while, I think I do try it one more. Actually, what I do try after this is to take the spiky Shelmet. I figured I could get it, and see if I can beat him that way. But then I realized what I was doing, and I was like, well, if I get the key, all that's going to happen is I'm getting the Buzzy Shelmet, and I need the Buzzy Shelmet to get the Spiny Shelmet, and I already have the Spiny Shelmet, so why am I even bothering with these bosses? You get the Spiny Shelmet, and you can get the star, and that's all you need to win is the star. I had to examine this level on the Wizardless program and say, okay, this is exactly where I need to go to win. So we're gonna go get this Spiny Shelmet. So look, they're gonna drop right on my head, but they actually don't kill me. They just push me out of the way, and I damage boost through them. And you don't have to go back through that, so it doesn't matter that you're blocked off, because there's an exit over here with the Spiny Shelmet. And you can actually take 2 of them as well, but I did figure out when I went to get the star, if I had 2 Spiny Shelmets, it actually was harder. There's another star run, actually, in that room. More annoying than the other, or about as annoying as that one level that I played earlier. Was that the previous level? I can't remember now. Not 2 levels ago. But it's a lot shorter, at least. So yeah, here we have 2 Spiny Shelmets, I figure, but I lose one right there. I figured I could get through this easier with the Spiny Shelmets than anything else. And I should have mentioned when I had the P-switch earlier, it's not easy to grab a P-switch. I had to work for that one too, so it's not even worth that cheese. Like I said, after a while when I examined it, I'm like, I don't need to do any of this crap. If I can get the Spiny Shelmet, I can get the star. That's all I need. So here we're grabbing the Shelmet. Do I grab a second one? I grab a second one. I don't remember what's going on here. Maybe I show the attempt where I try it with the yeah, right here I'm kind of thinking, I'm like, I don't need any of that crap. We're just gonna go to the star room. Yeah, I do show this attempt. I forgot I showed this. Oh no! Here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to use the star to kill the bosses, but you just can't get there in time. There's too much going on. Yep, I'm already out. I killed the piranha plants, but that's it. I did go to the star room with the extra Spiny Shelmet, and it actually makes it harder to get through that spike maze. Because what you want to do, there's a lot of one-gap tiles. What you want to do is you want to spin jump through them, Z-jump through them. And if you have the Spiny Shelmet, you can't do that. You can only regular jump, and the regular jump is a little too heavy, so you can't get in those one-gap tiles. Yeah, see, it's complete. And you know, if you miss one of those fire flowers, it goes all the way down. You have to go back and get it. And if you lose that one, you got to go all the way back up. Yeah, this was a disastrous attempt at killing these. Yeah, I think I still was thinking about it. At some point, I just paused it, and I'm like, I'm gonna examine exactly what I have to do. Do I need any of that stuff? And I'm like, no, I don't. So let's just go through here. You see, yeah, and I lost there. I lost the star, and then I had the Spiny Shelmet for damage boost. And yeah, and there's other stuff to the right there too after that thwomp. I don't really understand that, because if you go through the door, you win. So that's all it is. very odd level. He didn't work very hard for me to prevent cheese, that's for sure. I wish I had figured it out a little quicker, but yeah, it took me a few lives. I'm going back. You see me hit restart. I'm leaving notes for anyone who might get this in Endless. I'll leave this note, which says basically the order that you have to do it and where the door is to win. And then I go to the next pipe where the shelmet is, and I'm gonna write, yeah, don't even bother with this stuff. So hopefully if anyone does get it, they read these messages. It's still a fairly difficult level. I just wish that he hadn't done that boss fight. It would have been so much better, and prevented my my cheese. So hey, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe.